think these videos are my favorite videos. We haven't even gotten into the good shit yet. Because seriously, I mean, we all have a lot of great shit to talk about. We like to talk about the jab, or we like to talk about the economy and the dollar and the stock market and jobs and unemployment and, you know, the status and case of our world. And I'm here to tell you that if you honestly think that everything's normal and you're okay, and you're okay, let's just talk about Social Security for a second. Just Social Security. Because, I mean, the whole idea is to help myself, but also help someone else, right? Social Security, right? Everybody believes that their IRA or their Social Security checks or their investments in their work that they've put their whole life into, right, is all secured in some bank that has like a pocket of investment that they put it into, and they ask you 3 questions. Do you want it to be like little risk or medium risk or high risk or whatever the case may be? Really what they're doing is they take your money, they invest it into whatever the shit they want, and then at the end of the day, they've got this huge stack of cash that they use for, we'll talk about that later, their own investments. And then you guys believe that, well, when you turn a certain age, that you're guaranteed that money. Okay, so what happens if, I don't know, just like here in Nicaragua, Ortega just said, well, we don't have any money, we used it for other things, and if you had Social Security before, you're no longer gonna get it. It's never gonna happen. Okay, so everybody was outraged for like whatever, like months, and everybody went crazy. And then things have to change, but the money's gone. So I guess the whole, like, this purpose of this call is like, everybody like myself, I think, needs to take advantage and control of their own lives. Like, if you're counting on an investor or a banker, or if you're counting on like any middleman that takes care of your crap, right? Because you can't do it yourself for some reason, or you think that you don't know how, then it's retarded. It's probably the most stupid thing that you can do. You're honestly handing your entire future to some person because you trust them, and you trust the dollar, or you trust your Social Security, or you trust that it's going to be there. So this is like a battle with people because they're like, well, no, they're my best friend, right? They could be your best friend. It could be your family member. It could be anybody that you know. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. Our new world now begins with you taking care of you. Everything that you have worked for, you have to be responsible for. There's something called a self-directed IRA. I'll re-mention that. If you have investments in 401ks or an IRA or whatever the case may be, some idiot is driving a Ferrari around in town and living in their house because they're using your money, and they don't give a shit because you believe that in the future you might get a little payout for a little while until you die. And that's what they count on. But if you self-direct your own IRA, you actually make probably 10, 12 times the amount of money that you would if you just believe that your best friend's helping you out that lives a better life than you do. Your financial advisor is a fucking asshole. Fuck financial advisors. They should literally all quit their jobs or go sit in a bathtub with a fucking toaster oven. Because think about it. What are they doing that you can't do? I mean, it's not like you don't know what to invest in. If you had $1 million, what would you invest into right now? You can't invest into anything. You can't buy, go buy a house. It's the most expensive thing in the entire world to buy right now. Go buy the stock market. It's the most inflated thing you could possibly buy. Dollars are just like being printed like $1 jillion a day on the computer. And those investors, again, another conversation, they're buying up all the property in the entire world, and you think that for some reason your house is your future. Watch what happens when you end up realizing that Social Security is gone and it does not exist. And those dollars you gave to somebody else, they put somewhere else and they used for other reasons, and it has nothing to do with you. Nothing. Nothing. All you can do is one thing. One thing I can tell you, if you've had any time at a job and you watch this video, the one thing you can do is look into, for 12 seconds, self-directed IRA. And only invest into anything that's physical assets. Highly recommend silver. Probably the least valued asset in the entire world right now. They're doing it for a reason. Again, another conversation. Physical silver. Oh, I can't store enough physical silver somewhere. Oh, no. Like, I can carry $1 million of physical silver in a backpack. And no one has that money. But when the system cycles like it does, and fiat currency always fails. Fiat currency means fake money with no backing. Welcome to your US dollar. That's why Russia's out. That's why China's out. That's why everybody's rushing out. Now it's just musical chairs time. So you get a chance to do one thing. Believe in that stupid bullshit that is going to fail. Not one time in history. 4,500 times in history, fiat currency, fake currency, has failed and gone to zero. 4,500 times. There's not one time in the entire world that fiat currency has ever existed. Not one time ever. Look up any of the greatest economists in the entire world, and they will tell you you are a jackass idiot if you believe that your money is safe or you invest into some financial planner or some goddamn swindler. Honestly, take 12 seconds and self-direct your IRA. Get some physical silver, get some physical gold, go get some physical assets. And if you think your house, my house is $500,000 now, it's gonna go to $1 million, it's gonna go to $2 million, $3 million. All that means is inflation is going into those values of those things. You have to buy things that are undervalued right now, because that's what the banks are doing. That's why silver's $27 on a fucking screen. It's not because there's some guy like on a computer that's looking at all the numbers and he's like, oh yeah, and then like a computer does algorithms like, oh, $27 is how much this is. You don't think Steve Mnuchin has a fucking computer system down in his system, or the Treasury Department, and they just type in today, it's gonna go to 27, and then we're gonna run it to 28, and then we'll run it to 29, and then we'll go up to 30, and then we'll bring it down to 20. And the reason why silver's so cheap right now is because the future needs silver. The future has to have silver, or there is no futuristic or electronic future. You don't get solar panels or electric cars. You don't get connections on any electronics. You don't get anything. And people are like, oh no, they use gold. Gold's a piece of shit. No one uses gold for anything except for to put it on their neck and then say that it's something. Gold does nothing. It's a fucking lie. And we have so much fucking gold. And I'll tell you this, I will bet you that the next change that you're gonna see is that we'll have a gold-backed currency, right? Because we have so much fucking gold, it's not even funny. It's not even funny how much gold we have. Look up those stories too. Lots of people have done tons of studies on finding gold. In 1913, that's why they started the Federal Reserve, I believe. Because they found so much gold in the Grand Canyon that it would have ruined the fact that people were using money and it was backed by gold so that they could have a note and then travel across the United States or the world and then transfer that note into weighted gold. You see what I'm saying? Now everybody believes that there's this this they're just gonna get $700 a month when they retire in the next 3 years or whatever, and everything's fine. This guy's just talking shit. Give me a fucking break. Are you kidding me? You have to be fucking kidding me. We're $30 trillion in debt. We can't even pay our own interest in the United States. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I don't invest in the United States? Why do you think I don't give a shit about that place? Unless God does something crazy, that place is going down. And there will not be Social Security. There will not be pension plans. You will not have a security in the future. And your housing market is going to crash. You're literally inches away. There is no small jobs. There are no medium businesses. Unemployment just stopped. Quantitative easing is done. What do you think they're doing? They just strangled everybody. Now it comes down to who's gonna play musical chairs? Who's the last one to collect on their fucking money? Don't be a dipshit. Still hungover as fuck. 4 drinks in today, tomorrow 2. I'm just drinking that bottle of water you see back there. I'm just chugging it all day long and being by myself. I just wanted to mention this so that if anybody sees this and they have an IRA or a 401k or whatever, and you call them, they're gonna try to tell you everything they can to not let you get out of it. And all you have to do is look up a person or an attorney or a company that does what's called a self-directed IRA, and then make sure that you invest into physical assets. And if you really want to make a lot of money, do what the banks are doing right now. Buy silver. Buy as much as you fucking possibly can. Buy it all. You really want to make money? Buy silver. Buy silver. You think gold's cool? Gold's shit. Buy silver. Look it up. Love you guys. Hope you're well. I'm getting through it. Definitely feel like shit, but we're gonna make it. And in 2 days we'll be at the gym, and then we'll go from there and maybe talk about something cool tomorrow. But just hoping you guys understand, like, self-directed IRA. Spend the time or lose your money. Your choice. Have a good day. Talk to you later.